L8 PV calling on 50 meters. L8 PV calling on 50 meters. Hello? Well, I'm just doing a test. Just testing the costume and everything here. So you don't have to actually watch this video, because it's just me testing the equipment, like the sound and everything. So you can just stop watching, right now, because I wouldn't want to, have a lot of people watching me. It's a little bit embarrassing to have people, watching, when you're just testing, because this is not like a real video. I'm just testing the equipment and everything. So maybe you just want to, stop the fuck watching it, okay? Because this is getting embarrassing. I mean, I'm getting really angry because you're just keeping on watching this piece of shit video, man. And you're embarrassing me. I get insulted because, look at you. You keep watching, and I'm telling you, get the fuck off of my video, man. Stop watching it. Fuck you. This is a test, okay? It's not meant to be watched. Fucking asshole. My goodness. People don't understand shit today, man. You can tell them stuff and they don't understand. Fucking shit. Well, if you want to sit there watching, maybe you could just inform me, like, is the sound bad? I just want to know, okay? You tell me, is the sound bad? If the sound is bad, that's good. That's great. I love it, because there's 7 billion zombies on planet Earth right now, and they just don't deserve good sound. They deserve crap sound. So that's why I'm testing, because I just want to make sure that the sound really sucks. I want people to barely hear what the fuck I'm saying, because that's the kind of sound that people deserve, because they're fucking assholes offing the earth, stuffing their faces with baby animals, imprisoning artists without a court hearing in psychiatry. That's a bunch of fucking assholes. That's an adult sect of fucking assholes, man. And do you know who I am? Yeah, I'm the crazy clown. And I'm just testing my equipment right now, so you don't have to be watching this piece of shit video, man. Okay? Like, I'm telling you, and it appears to me like you're fucking retarded or something, because you just keep watching it. Well, never mind. That's your call, man. If you want to watch this video, if you want to risk watching something that is not meant to be watched, that's your choice. I mean, I just have to warn you, you're about to get insulted, okay? I'm sorry. People get too easily insulted, and I just want to make that point by insulting people, So, it's your call. You want to get insulted, keep watching this video, man. You're wondering why I'm dressed like this, or why I'm not dressed. This is the Messiah, you see. I'm the Messiah. The Messiah finally emerged. And it just happens that, those 7 billion zombies on Earth, like this whole zombie sect, the zombie epidemic that we have here today, it's just a sect of demonized, whore-fucked, priest-fucked assholes that are just offing the Earth and stuff, pretending that technology is all cool, like going around with their mobile phones and everything, Like you probably got a message right now on your fucking mobile. Yeah, like technology is fucking cool because extroverts, they just have to be cool all the time. And what it just all comes down to is offing the earth is the greatest fucking thing. It's the greatest invention of mankind, to destroy the earth. Anyway, the world is full of fucking assholes. And this is the Messiah that all of you assholes deserve. You're looking at it, pal. I didn't shave. Do you know why I didn't shave? No, you don't deserve a Messiah that is shaven. Okay? Look at these legs. I didn't shave these legs. Because you don't deserve a Messiah that is shaven. Okay? And in my next video, I'm gonna shave these legs. I'm gonna shave this beard. Do you know why? Because you assholes, you don't deserve a Messiah that is unshaven either. I mean, you don't deserve any of that. You don't deserve a Messiah that's shaven. You don't deserve a Messiah that's unshaven. So I'm gonna fucking shave for my next video, man. Because you don't deserve a Messiah that's not shaven. And you don't deserve one that is. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about psychiatry, okay? People that call themselves they don't call themselves psychiatry, they call themselves the Messiah. That's what they do, and they get in prison for it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, and Jesus, he was here 2,000 years ago. Yeah, he didn't do so well either, okay? He was crucified too, okay? That's what I'm talking about. A sect of fucking assholes that are hunting the Messiah like it's some kind of witch hunting. I mean, witch hunting is not out of date. It's the most fashionable thing today. Just look at psychiatry, man. It's a bunch of artists that are imprisoned without a court hearing. They're treated like Jews, put in concentration camps, basically drugged to death, tortured to death. Here in Norway, they are, like I'm in fucking Norway, like you can see the Norwegian flag colors here. Here in Norway, involuntary electrocution is legal in psychiatry. It's like artists, they don't have any rights, and that's a violation of freedom of speech. And if you look at society, it's kind of waging a war against any Messiah that would come, because if you call yourself the Messiah, well, you can't do that because you'll end up in psychiatry, okay? Which is why I'm dressed as a clown. I just have to pretend that I'm pretending to be the Messiah, okay? That's just the way it is around here, okay? I'm just being realistic. Look at this shit. I bought this one yesterday and it says, I suffer from realness, okay? I really suffer because I don't want to be a clown. But I mean, I just have to be realistic about it, okay? If you catch my drift, okay? I'm a clown, right? Because I'm real, I'm realistic. I don't want to go to psychiatry, okay? I don't want to be imprisoned without a court hearing for saying that I'm the Messiah. There's thousands, probably millions of people that were labeled as sick because they just called themselves the Messiah. That's fucking insane, man. That's a war on the Messiah, and here I am. You've been waging a war on me for thousands of years. You've been witch hunting. You've been, you've got World War II. You've got basically everything that people did was an attempt to exercise control in the case that a Messiah emerged. You've got holy laws. Look at this. I got my foot on this fat fucking book. It's all of the laws in Norway. What do you think a clown is going to do to those laws if that clown is the Messiah? Those laws, they insult me because I'm about the law, you see? I'm the Messiah. So I'm gonna fuck those Sharia laws real good. I'm gonna fuck them up everybody's ass so you can't breathe. I'm gonna fuck you all so hard with that book. You don't even know what I'm talking about, alright? You see all of this blood? I mean the color red, do you see? Have you ever seen this? It's a color red, the color of blood, okay? I'm just soaked. I just killed so many people, man. Look at this shit. Yeah, I ass fuck people. You see this gay pride rainbow effect that I got on my wig, man? Yeah. I fucked so many people so hard up the ass, man, that you couldn't even dream of it, man. Yeah, that's what this wig means. In case you were wondering, okay? Like I just wrote 20 books in half a year because I got this kind of, I don't want to brag, but I got this kind of, yeah, whatever, like it's a thing, like I'm the Messiah and stuff, okay? I just write books, whatever. Who gives a shit, man? Like I wrote 20 books like in half a year now, and some of them are more than 1,000 pages long, so whatever. Like, I just do my fair share of butt fucking, okay? I'm practically gay by now, okay? Because I wrote so many books just fucking people over, like, you wouldn't even dream of it, okay? So that's the wig. I'm just talking about my wig now, okay? It's a big thing for me. I feel gay, okay, already. Like, I just wrote 20 books. I'll probably write 20,000 books, I mean, in a few years. Already I feel gay because I just fuck people so hard in the ass, man, that they would just, I came here to this planet and people were just bending over. They were just basically all lubed up, ready to go. Because they were worshipping fucking holy laws that displace truth and that displace justice. The law is no longer about what it's supposed to be about. If you just ask a person, like, tell me about the law, I mean, they will tell you that, well, look at this thick fucking book. They will say, I didn't read all of those laws. And you could ask them like, oh, well, how do you know what's legal? Do you know even what I'm talking about? Like, because you seem a bit retarded, like, you're just watching it right now. Yeah, you. I mean, you just seem a little bit retarded. Like, I told you that I was testing. You just keep on watching. Like, I'm just testing my content and the concept and everything now. So I don't know why you're just watching, but never mind. I mean, since you're retarded and all, I'll just kind of explain what I'm talking about right now. People, they know that you don't have to read all of those laws. I mean, that's a whole lot of pages. Because it's not, the law is not really about the law. People pretend, when there's a court hearing or a trial or something, people pretend that the law is all about the law and it's just the law. But if you ask people, like ordinary people that haven't been brainwashed at law school, they will tell you that, oh, well, really, the law is just about certain values. I mean, anybody can know, like, if you're doing something wrong or not, okay? That's basically how it is. You don't have to read all those laws. But you know, when the court hearing starts and stuff, it's all about the law. Those values that the law is supposed to represent and protect and promote, they're just not mentioned. It's just all about the law. In the sense that the law is a way of crucifying people, like Helen Steele and David Morris back in England, back in the 90s. They were crucified. They just wanted to comment on the products that McDonald's are selling, okay? The McLaren too. No, McDonald's, they just used the law to crucify them because it's all about the law. The law is a way of crucifying people, okay? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, I'm not bragging that I'm the Messiah, but I mean, to me, it just looks like I'm the Messiah because that's what the Messiah does. Comes around and just talks about the law. Just, I wouldn't even want to mention the term Sharia laws or anything because, I mean, any retarded asshole like yourself will understand, like, immediately what I'm talking about, alright? I'm talking about Sharia laws, I'm talking about laws being holy, okay? And laws being used to crucify individuals. It's a ridiculous thing. You do a silly little mistake. It's no big deal, but people will come and they will crucify you with the law. It's a joke. It's like you're living back in time in the Middle Ages. People hear about Sharia laws, they see terrorists, crazy people out in the Middle East, like Islamic State and stuff. And they don't realize that, you know, that's a problem relating to holy laws, and we've got that here in Norway where I live. We have holy laws. They're right there underneath my foot, and I'm gonna crush those laws. I'm gonna destroy them. I'm gonna butt fuck those laws out of here. I'm gonna butt fuck those people that made those laws. Of course, I'm gonna do it like this. You see me? See what I did? I nailed myself to the cross. That's what I did. I mean, I nailed myself to the intersection between truth and justice, and that's where I'm going to stand, and I'm not going to yield an inch. I'm going to keep butt fucking people because that's the only thing that assholes deserve, okay? Do you hear what I'm saying? The only thing that assholes deserve is to be butt fucked real good. And I'm just gonna keep doing that, okay? Until people just stop being assholes. I don't want to embarrass like some of you people that like that you may be like retarded and be watching this video. I don't know how to say this, but you know, you tend to get a little bit insulted. Like you tend to get insulted real easily for being an asshole, you know, because it's not technically it's not possible to insult an asshole because there's nothing to insult. You're just going around pretending not to be an asshole, and I'm just coming around. I'm just telling you, you're a fucking asshole. You're offing the earth. You're stuffing your face with baby animals that are tortured in hell and burned, so you can fucking eat them. Okay? You're an asshole. Stop pretending that you're not an asshole by getting insulted. What you are, you're pretending to be the Messiah. That you think you're the fucking Messiah. No, I'm the Messiah. I don't even think you know what I'm talking about. Because you're playing the Messiah. I mean, there's no place for me here. I could just go back to wherever I came from, okay? Because you have taken that position, you and your fucking insane sect. And you know, I'm not even kidding. I'm dressed like a clown, but I'm serious, man. You think you're the Messiah. I mean, you should be fucking in there, in psychiatry. You should be fucking, you know, electrocuted involuntarily because you're obviously insane. You think you're the Messiah. I'm just saying, there's a whole bunch of extroverts around here. I mean, I don't want to even, well, just to quote something from Transformers or something, I don't want to comment or speculate, okay? Because I wasn't there. Like, I as an introvert, I was barely here because the extroverts, they were fucking running the whole planet, man. And it just had to be so cool, and just offing the planet, stuffing your face with dead animals. Oh, it was the fucking greatest thing a person could do around here, because anything that extroverts wanted to do, it just had to be so cool. And that's extroverts playing the Messiah. They're posing as the Messiah. They think they just want to be the coolest person that ever fucking walked the planet, okay? They want to be the greatest hero that ever walked the earth. You see? So, I mean, I don't feel welcome, okay? This is not a place for me. I mean, I have to dress up as a clown, you know, coming here. I want it to be serious. Like, I didn't want to insult people. That's the last thing I wanted to do, okay? I'm just wondering, I'm just looking at the camera now, like, it seems a bit tilted. Is it tilted? I mean, maybe I should have, you know, put it a bit more straight. I'm not sure if it is straight though. Never mind. So, where were we? I don't even know where I was. I mean, I'm not welcome. Where am I? Am I in hell? The world is waging a war on the Messiah. And it's done in 1,000 ways. One of those ways is that extroverts are ruling the fucking earth. They are in the majority. And they're all basically playing the Messiah, so my position is already taken. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I mean, extroverts, they are the king of the mountain, man. And they are fucking this planet down hard into death. Yeah, it's not a joke. I mean, in a modern democracy, you would think that maybe people just decided to maybe just spare the earth and just not destroy it, but no. The only thing that matters here is to destroy the earth with all the fucking technology that we've got, man. Technology, it's an excuse for offing the earth. The air pollution, it's a problem. I mean, people believe that it's not a problem. I can just say that it is a problem, okay? And they're just kidding themselves. Just to mention one thing, thousands of people around the earth, I mean around the world, that's the expression, they are dying because of air pollution. It's not just the planet that is being affected, it's actually people too, okay? Stop pretending that air pollution is a myth. I mean, it's real and it's affecting people, it's affecting the planet. People drive around in their cars like it's the greatest thing. The greatest invention of man is the fucking car that destroys the earth. And they're so proud they got all of those, you know, the latest fucking equipment up their ass into their car. And they're basically driving around with their car up their ass, you know? They're just driving around up their ass, maybe trying to look for some kind of shit that they stored down there that they can use to kind of promote themselves as the Messiah. So, I mean, everything people do around here is a way of saying, I'm the Messiah. Everybody's going around, the meat eaters, they're saying they are the Messiah because they are above the animal, they're destroying the animal, they're killing it. And you've got animals experimentation, it's a way of humans just saying, we're all the Messiah, we're just the greatest. And here in Norway we got this janteloven, it's a law that forbids you to be better than anybody else. Okay? It's just a law against being the Messiah. So here I am. I don't feel welcome. Okay. Does it look like I feel welcome? I mean, if you look at my outfit here, does it look like I feel welcome? I mean, I have to dress up like a clown. I never wanted to be a clown. I'm not a clown. I'm not an actor. I'm not even an extrovert. I'm an introvert, okay? I don't want to be, just kidding around, dressing up like whatever, I want to be serious, okay? This is not serious, and you made me. You made me do this. Do you understand what I'm talking about, you retarded piece of shit? You assholes deserve this. You forced me to dress up like this. This is what you deserve. I nailed myself to the cross, okay? The intersection between truth and justice, and I'm gonna stand here. Unfortunately, the world is full of fucking assholes, okay? Assholes deserve this, Messiah. Just take a look at me, man. This is what you did to me, because you're a fucking asshole, man. And you deserve this. Yeah, I mean, take a look at these glasses, man. Do you see what these glasses are saying? I mean, are you able to interpret art at all? It's what this says, it's 3 letters. It's I see you. I see you. Okay? This is me telling you that I know that you're an asshole. I know that you are impersonating the Messiah. You think you're the coolest guy around here, man, or the coolest bitch. You're just a whole bunch of extroverts. That's what it means to be an extrovert. You're an asshole, and you're fucking proud of it, man. You're impersonating the Messiah. So, I mean, I've taken a few rounds here. I came here in 2005, and I just got the message from society, like, it's no big deal. I'm not pissed about it, okay? It didn't have any consequences. Like the wrath of God didn't come down on Norway or anything. Like after whatever. Like anyway, like my first name is Anders. Okay, I don't want to explain too much, but if people don't understand ABC, like they get ABB instead. It's a kind of like the universe. It's sometimes you can interpret the stuff like. And understand stuff like it doesn't matter. I'm all right with it. I mean, the Messiah is not welcome here. I get it. Whatever. So that's why I'm just pretending now these days. Like I've gone undercover like a clown. Okay, I'm just pretending, pretending to pretend being the Messiah. So anyway, yeah, I get. Like, sometimes, I get a bit depressed because, it's like, it's 7 billion zombies, and, I'm just running out of time here, so, it's just gonna be a hell of a shitty job, just offing all of these zombies, just butt fucking people, like, all the time, never getting time to do anything other than just butt fucking people and killing them, just getting money close, just... I mean, this is a joke. I mean, but these clothes, they need to be washed. I mean, it's all fucked, man. It's all blood. All I get to do now is to kill people because they just waged a war on the Messiah. I just come here and I see people just trying to kill me. So, okay, you wanted a war. I'm gonna just quote Rambo or something like, I'm gonna give you a war you won't believe, okay? I'm not even kidding because, of course I'm kidding because I'm a clown, but the joke is real, okay? Like, I am the Messiah. I want to just make that a little bit, like, crystal clear for you, okay? Um, or we could just rephrase all of that. Let's just do that. I mean, there may be some terrorists, okay? I'm sorry. Like, there's probably some terrorists, that just took a break right now from decapitating people and just beheading people, just chopping people's, removing people's heads and stuff. They probably took, some terrorists, they take a break from that now and then and just, they just log on to YouTube or whatever they do, I don't know. So some of them may be watching this video, I don't know. So I'll just rephrase what I just said. I don't want to be decapitated or anything. Like, it's probably not the way to go, okay? So I'm not really the Messiah. Like, I could have been the Messiah. But my point here is that maybe there is no other candidate. Like, you people may just want to be a little bit realistic and just understand that there's just one guy that could possibly be the Messiah right now, and you may just want to pray to God or whatever you religious whores do. You may just want to pray to God that I really am the Messiah, okay? I wrote this book called The Package Deal, Antichrist and Messiah. And in that book I'm just explaining it with a kind of metaphor. Like, the world is about to die now, right? Okay? Because there's a zombie epidemic and everything. The only solution there is to just kill off all the zombies, and nobody has the power to do that. So the world is basically ending, and then comes one guy. One guy just comes along. That's me. I'm just stepping forward, and I'm saying that, like, maybe you just want to consider me as the Messiah. Like, just think about it, okay? That's just me handing you like something that looks like a parachute, and the plane is just crashing because people are off in the earth, and you don't have time to figure out if it really is a parachute. You just have to jump, and you're just gonna have to find out on the way down, okay? I'm the only Messiah you're ever gonna get. You better pray to God that I am the Messiah, okay? I shouldn't be convincing you. You should be convincing yourself. Okay, you should be convincing yourself that I am the only Messiah to ever walk this earth. Okay? I'm not joking. I mean, you can talk about me being depressed, like being the Messiah, it's depressing, but what about you? You're an asshole. I mean, that must be depressing too. The only hope that you probably have in your life right now is that I'm the Messiah. And I'm just saying, hope is good. To have a little bit of faith. That's like the religious assholes are saying. I mean, the greatest thing in life is faith. And I think right now, the greatest thing is to have some faith in, like, someone that just, it doesn't matter if I don't appear like the Messiah, okay? This is what you're getting. This is it. Just try to have some faith, okay? Yeah. So that's what I just wanted to say. Like, I'm just testing the equipment and everything. I hope that that you found my costume here completely disgusting. I hope that you found it painful to hear my voice, to see my face, this unshaven shit, my legs, everything. I hope you found it fairly disgusting, okay? I'll just get back to you on, terrorizing you a little bit more later, but yeah. Like, I just want to, wish you the best and everything, like burning in hell and stuff, so this is just my way of saying that, okay? I hope that this video really sucked, like it's the worst, most painful experience that you've ever had on YouTube, because that's what you deserve. Because you type of thing like hate the Messiah, like I'm not saying that I am the Messiah, because you can't say that, okay? Like right now I'm recording this, and it's not like I invited my friends over just to have a lot of fun. Just, yeah, let's pretend being the Messiah, okay? Because you don't, if you really are the Messiah, you don't invite your friends over and just have a ball or have a party, okay? It's not like that. If you really are the Messiah, you get a little bit, strung or high strung or whatever it's called, okay? Um, uh, you can't tell people that you're the Messiah, okay? You're probably like laughing your ass off right now because I'm uploading this to YouTube, but you see, that's different. You see, the moment you upload it to YouTube, it means that you're pretending to be the Messiah. You see, that's okay. But to actually tell someone that you're the Messiah, that's not okay. That you can't do that. And even I, that am the Messiah, I just feel like I have a limitation. Like I couldn't do it. So I couldn't record this video with other people in the room because that's not happening on YouTube. Do you understand? So I'm just letting you like a little bit into my world right now. So being the Messiah, it's like you can't tell people that you're the Messiah. I mean, I couldn't tell anybody. Nobody knows that I'm the Messiah, okay? I mean, I couldn't tell anybody. But I can upload this video on YouTube, of course, because once you're on YouTube, you're just kidding around, okay? So I'm just kidding around. It's alright. I couldn't tell anybody that I'm the Messiah, of course not. You can't do that. I mean, if you were the Messiah, you would know that you can't tell people that you're the Messiah because it's fucking ridiculous. Nobody is the Messiah, okay? So you're just basically saying that you're insane. And I wouldn't want to say that I'm insane because I'm not insane. It just happens that I'm the Messiah, and those are two different things, okay? So it's not like... Yeah, people they don't distinguish between being the Messiah and being insane. They think it's the same thing. That's probably why Jesus was crucified in the first place, okay? Because the moment somebody says, hey, I'm the Savior, I'm gonna save your fucking ass, I'm gonna fuck it to hell, then people just want to crucify. I mean, they just crucify, okay? Like, it happens all the time. So just to make this video a little bit like painful for you, like long and painful, this I got this kind of inner voice that just helps me write all of those books. Like I hardly control my hands sometimes, like writing on the keyboard. Everything just flows out of there, like I'm taking a shit, So let me just say I don't wipe my ass when I take a shit. But I mean. It's almost embarrassing, but I just wrote 20 books, and I don't edit shit, pal. I never edit books. It's like people they just upload whatever on YouTube. Why shouldn't you just kind of upload whatever as a book? My advice to anybody that wants to be an author or something, I'm not saying I'm an author because I just try to fuck my books up so that people, get what they deserve, which is just a load of crap. Anyway, my advice to authors and artists and everything is, just consider becoming an author. All artists should be authors. If you look at, art critics, they're assholes. You don't want to leave interpretation of art to assholes, okay? What you do with assholes is you butt fuck them to hell, okay? That's what you do. You just insult them, okay? Insulting assholes, you can't do that, you see? There's nothing to insult. So it's just an open season on art critics, in my opinion. And that means that, artists should all just start being a little bit more like art critics and more like critics in general. Just connecting things in society with art, serving a purpose in democracy. So all artists, in my opinion, should be authors, or should at least try to be authors, and it shouldn't be something difficult. It should be something like the standard of writing should be so low that it's more like a competition in writing stuff that really sucks. Okay, that's the standard. The standard should be way down there, not way up there. Since I'm the Messiah, like I get to kind of introduce like revolutionary ideas and stuff. It's just coming like I'm just downloading it, from the cosmic, the intelligence, whatever that, like the intelligence that created the universe, that type of thing. Okay, so I'm just introducing something about art. I mean, all artists should try to really just develop this skill of criticism because in the world today, if you're gonna just end wars and just create peace and save the planet, all sorts of shit, that you want to do as an artist, you're just gonna have to, take a look at my wig and just interpret what it means to be gay, okay? To be a gay artist, I mean, you're just so gay and happy, fucking people's asses, that you don't want to do anything else, okay? That's what I'm talking about. You're not really fucking anybody real good unless you're using words, okay? Like you can use symbols, like Dan Park in Sweden, he used symbols like Nazi symbols, trying to explain to people that they're Nazis. Of course, the defense mechanism that the Swedish state used was to label Dan Park as a Nazi in order to avoid becoming labeled a Nazi themselves, okay? Never mind that. The point is, other types of art, it just goes up to a certain point and it's not sufficient to kind of, if you want to just kill the devil or slaughter assholes, just save the earth or something, kill 7 billion zombies in a non-violent way. Okay, if you want to take non-violence to a level of perfection, you need to practice writing. I mean, you really have to do that. I'm just telling you, like, I could fuck it up your ass if you wanted, like you could read one of my books, okay? The point is this: if you're an artist and you don't write, fucking forget it, pal. You gotta get real. This is planet Earth. It's 2015. The leaders are mass murdering whores, subsidizing the media industry, killing the planet, imprisoning artists without a court hearing in psychiatry, and it's supposed to be a democracy, man. Is it a democracy? I don't know. I wouldn't know because I'm just a clown. Like, these glasses are kind of big, so I should be able to see most things, but there may be some things that are kind of outside of my scope here. So, anyway, I'm just talking just to make this video a little bit more painful for you all, okay? Just talking about all artists being like writers, okay? You need to start writing, you need to start using foul language. 4-letter words, okay? If you see Jesus on the cross, that's basically God. Like, God has been here twice. The first time was as Jesus, the second was as some kind of other fat fucker. It doesn't even matter who it was. The point is that Jesus, that was God. I mean, God came, and it's not God as a religious person, because God isn't religious. God is an atheist, okay? So God was here as Jesus, and he was teaching all sorts of shit. Just getting crucified. You can interpret the crucifixion of Jesus in 100 or even 1,000 different ways. One of the main interpretations of the crucifixion of Jesus is that artists, they should crucify, like nail themselves to this idea of a cross, which is a 4-legged thing, okay? 4-legged words. It means foul language. You could even say hate speech, okay? Things that really insult people, okay? Like, artists, they should insult people. If artists don't insult people, they're not doing their job in democracy. It's that simple. I mean, this thing about getting insulted, it's a defense mechanism that assholes use to just keep on doing what the fuck they're doing. Truth about getting insulted is very simple. Either you're an asshole or you're a hero. Like, there are two types of people, assholes and heroes. Like, most people are assholes because they're assholes compared to heroes. So assholes, they can't be insulted, okay? And heroes, they don't give a shit if they're insulted, because They know that they are heroes. So it's really hard to insult anybody, okay? There's nothing to insult in an asshole. An asshole is an asshole. And a hero, he doesn't give a fuck if he gets or she gets insulted. Because a hero knows that, his or she's not an asshole. So, insulting people, it's all good. I'm just telling you. People get insulted too easily. It just leads to wars, it leads to terrorism, and people use this, they think they have a human right to get insulted and pretend that getting insulted is not an action. It's an action. If I insult you, it doesn't mean I'm insulting you, it means you are choosing to get insulted. It makes you an asshole because you're suppressing freedom of speech, and right now on this planet what we need is freedom of speech. You don't want to insult freedom of speech, if you know what I mean, okay? You people that talk about hate speech, you're just opposed to hate speech. You never figured that you maybe like hating freedom of speech or something? Like you're probably like the greatest dynamos, the ugliest hate machines to ever walk this earth, like an anti-life activist from hell. Yeah, because I don't know how to tell you, but you people that hate speech, you are yourself, you're so full of fucking hate. Okay, you are hating hate, and that's a kind of like a black magic thing. When you start to hate, or you start to love, like nobody really knows what the fuck you're doing anymore. Okay, because you're just putting one thing on top of itself, and it's difficult for people to kind of understand what the fuck you're doing. So I'm just asking you people that hate speech, what the fuck are you doing? Because you're hating hate. Did you even think about what it means to hate? I mean, or is that like when you hate, it's not possible to understand what the fuck you're doing, which is why you're fucking doing it, because you don't know what the fuck you're fucking motherfucking doing when you're hating hate? Okay? Because you're attacking freedom of speech. You are destroying this earth by hating hate speech. You're a fucking asshole. I'm gonna fuck your ass and your eyes are gonna pop out, and I'm gonna squash your eyes, I'm gonna rape you, I'm gonna use you as a cock ring, and I'm gonna fuck everybody, man. Because you anti-racists and you people that talk about hate speech, you're just belonging down there, man. And I'm not talking about sucking my cock for being the Messiah. I'm talking about I'm gonna use you like a cock ring, and I'm gonna fuck the devil that rules the earth. Trust you me. Because you hate speech. You hate hate. You're so full of hate, you don't even know what you're fucking doing, man. You hate. It means you're just knocking yourself over. You're knocking yourself in the head with hate, not knowing what the fuck you're doing. The one thing that we need in the world now is hate. If you don't hate people that are offing the earth, it means you haven't understood that they are offing the earth. It's a problem for democracy when you ban hate, because it allows mass murdering assholes to get re-elected, okay? They can subsidize the meat industry, they can subsidize, the oil industry, they can basically do all sorts of things, commit crimes against artists through psychiatry, that they can do a lot of shit. And they can get away with everything, because it's not allowed to hate anybody. You can't hate a person that's a mass murderer, okay? Inactivity in education, that is mass murder. People, they just don't care if the politicians are killing all the children, or they're killing animals, and that kind of killing, like the meat industry, is killing people, and it's killing animals, and it's killing the planet, and nobody gives a shit, because it's not allowed to hate here, okay? Hate is banned. Do you understand? And those politicians, they have made those laws that I put my foot there on there, okay? They have made laws that prohibit hate towards certain groups, and it doesn't matter what groups it is. they have passed laws that prohibit hate in some way or other. And when that comes down, like it rolls down into society, people live their everyday lives. It's like a law, they have passed a law against hate in general. Hate becomes the enemy rather than the solution. And it means that people have forgotten what democracy is all about. Democracy is not about the majority ruling. It's not a majority rule. It's not that at all. You just misunderstood. I'm gonna just put it to you real plainly what a democracy is. We just have to take like a few seconds now to just make this video a little bit longer, a little bit more painful for you, okay? So, I'm just gonna drag it out a little bit here. Because, you know, some people are assholes. I'm not saying that you're an asshole, but some people are assholes and they just deserve, you know, the kind of thing that assholes deserve. I don't know what that would be, but it sure as hell isn't like beautiful art or anything, so never mind that. Anyway, democracy is people knowing what the fuck they are voting for. You can just, you know, memorize that sentence, okay? Democracy is people knowing what the fuck they're voting for, man. And today, the politicians all over the world in all modern democracies are mass murdering assholes. They're subsidizing the meat industry. It's the same thing as subsidizing the tobacco industry. With the exception that when you're actually subsidizing a kind of abuse of baby animals, you're degrading the dignity of nature. You're degrading the dignity of life to the point where it becomes acceptable to destroy the earth. So they are destroying the earth in more ways than people are aware of. So I'm just saying, you're all voting for mass murdering assholes. They are mass murderers and they go unpunished, and you're voting for them and you're calling it a democracy. I'm just saying that's not a democracy because you have all banned hate, which makes it totally unacceptable. It's really rude to call somebody a mass murderer, okay? I could call all of the prime minister and presidents in the whole world Adolf Hitler. They're fucking Adolf Hitler. Like, the Prime Minister of Norway is Adolf Hitler. The Prime Minister of Sweden is Adolf Hitler. I mean, they have made sure that World War II never ended. What happened was that, well, they started talking about human rights, okay, and racism, just to cover up the fact they started treating animals like Jews. The animals, they're placed in concentration camps and they're just being killed for fun, and they're used in research. So World War II, it never ended, but thanks to this concept of human rights and people talking, you know, about hate speech, people hating hate speech, that kind of thing, hating hate. So thanks to those types of things, people are just not aware that World War II never ended, okay? It's still going on, and it's a little bit more like it's a worldwide thing now. Like, if you just Google the word kill counter, okay, you're just gonna open a page where you kind of see like the extent of Nazism that is going on in the world right now. So, yeah. That's basically what I wanted to say. Like, democracy is not about majority rule, it's about people knowing what the fuck they're voting for, man. And if hate is banned, it just means you just don't want to see. You don't want to accept that there are mass murderers that are wanting to get re-elected in a democracy rather than to serve their punishment in prison. So, sometimes, you know, like in human history, like people are walking around with their head up each other's asses, so sometimes a person like a Messiah or something just has to dress up like a clown and just come around and just fuck people in the ass, because that's the only thing that people that are offing the earth and opposing hate speech deserve. You're a bunch of fucking assholes. You're offing the earth and you made that into a religion. You're a bunch of necro-religious, fucking, priest-fucked, whore-fucked, demonized, anti-life activists from hell, and you're just offing the earth. You're just offing everything. Your fucking life to hell. You have destroyed the dignity of life. Innocence, it only means you're a criminal. An animal, a baby animal, it's innocent, and it just means anybody can fucking kill that animal and use it for research. You can fuck that animal as much as you want. The farmers are probably doing it right now. There's probably millions of farmers all over the world that are just fucking the animals in the ass, and they're doing it in more than one way, okay? I'm just saying, if you're innocent, it's a crime. It's a crime to be innocent. You see these Islamic State people, they just decapitate anybody. Well, innocence is a crime here. It's not something that's respected. Okay? I'm just saying that maybe people should start to respect this thing called innocence. Like, for instance, me, I'm innocent. I mean, I didn't want to be the Messiah. I was chosen by God to be the Messiah, okay? And you can complain like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you calling yourself the Messiah? I mean, are you insane? Well, I'm innocent of all of those things because I didn't even choose to be the Messiah. I was chosen. Don't complain to me about me being the Messiah. I didn't choose this. You're a bunch of assholes, and you're just making my life miserable as the Messiah because you're fucking assholes, and you're just opposing everything that I'm gonna have to impose on you, like any kind of Messiah would do. I mean, I will come around and fuck your ass real good, and that's what I do, and I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm gonna butcher you, I'm gonna gut you, and I'm gonna do everything. So you better I'm just warning you, like, you better just get used to it, that there's one person that's sent by God here, and that's kind of me. And you see, my leg is on top of the law. It just means I'm above the law. Let me put it this way. You humans, you are scum, okay? And you have expanded your freedom of speech for thousands of years. Don't talk to me, man. I am a messenger of God, and God didn't speak ever. And this is the first time that God is speaking, and is speaking through me. And you're all just lining up to ban me and my art. You just want to accuse me of hate. You want to accuse me of insulting you because you're a fucking asshole, So, you're lining up. And I'm just gonna line my dick up your fucking ass, man. I'm gonna fuck you so hard you don't wanna know. And I'm gonna fuck your ass and you don't even know what I'm talking about, okay? Hell, you think I'm kidding? I'm just gonna, I was kind of asked, like, my God, this is a hard book. I mean, it's a lot of pain. I mean, I sure hope that I'm not the only one that is in pain right now. I mean, I hope that you are in as much pain as I am, because that book really hurts. It's hard. It doesn't yield an inch, okay? So, I was given the task by God to present some shit to you, okay? Like, I was just told, write this, write that, blah, whatever, on a piece of paper. I have, oh my God. This video is just gonna get so painful for you, man, because it's not ending. You see all of this? Yeah, I'm somehow supposed to make sense of these things. I don't know. Maybe you could just help me out. Like, what does that mean? It's like it seems to me like a 4-letter word or something. Like, it could be relating to Jesus on the cross, like. Jesus, I mean, I don't know who that was even. It's probably somebody that got crucified or something, like, I just have to put that down. Just, Jesus was standing like with his hands kind of out to the side, like holding his arms out in a gesture that says something. I don't know what that gesture would say. Like, it could say say if it's like it could be a 4-letter word or something. You'd never know because the cross is like a 4-letter thing. It's got 4 legs, 4 letters, whatever it is. Like it could be something like the Messiah would probably come around. Like if there was a Messiah here, that like the Messiah would probably explain it to you like in a real simple language. Like what the fuck you're supposed to do. Like when the Messiah emerges, like normally you just stop everything that you're doing and you just drop everything that you're holding and just stop massaging your pussy with tarot cards that just tell yourself that you're the greatest hero that ever walked the earth because there's a fucking Messiah now, and you can just stop massaging your pussy, pretending that you are the Messiah. I'm the Messiah. Stop being an asshole, okay? So what I'm asking you all to do now is just drop whatever you're doing, just drop everything. Just stop being an extrovert, okay? Stop being an asshole, stop being proud, stop getting insulted. I mean, you are insulting me by getting insulted. I'm the Messiah, I'm coming here to insult people, and you are insulting me by getting insulted. I never asked you to get insulted. That's proud people. Assholes get insulted. They deserve it. Fuck you, man. I'm just telling you, drop everything, stop everything, take one little pause in your shit, asshole, fucked life, and just, stop, take a break, and just think about all the things that you can stop. Stop respecting the law like it's holy. Laws are not holy. Anybody knows that. Laws are about values. Who gives a fuck if somebody makes a small mistake or something? Look at the mass murderers at the parliament. They get re-elected as mass murderers. If it's allowed, to commit mass murder, then anything goes. Who wants to know about the law? Mass murder is okay. Offing the earth, it's legal. Like, we have a 50 Shades of Grey reality right now. So, never mind. I'm just saying, like, sadism, that is the law, okay? And that's what that movie and those books are, everything is. It's just about those things, like, you just make sadism into a law, okay? That's what the law is too. Like, you're just incriminating and raping individuals in order to make it appear like those that rule the country are not mass murdering assholes. Politicians, they sit there at the parliament and they pass laws. They are saying that the mentally ill are the ones that are insane. But they are themselves, they're imprisoning artists in psychiatry, they subsidize the meat industry, they kill children with inactivity at school. They do all of those things, and they just have this great need to say that, oh, it's not us, somebody else is insane, it's not us, we're mass murdering political priests from hell and we just want off the earth, but we're not insane. That's what they're saying with psychiatry, and they also use the law. They try to kind of criminalize the individual, and they are trying to get away with mass murder. You see that law, that book there? That book is itself a way of committing mass murder. It's a conspiracy against everything and everyone that ever mattered, okay? Future generations, they are getting wiped out by that book, because that book is a way of offing the earth. It's a way of degrading truth, displacing truth, degrading the dignity of life to the point where it becomes acceptable to do whatever. You can off the earth and it's great, and you get re-elected for it, and you get to do it all over. Okay? I'm just telling you that, the law, forget about it. Mass murderers are ruling the world, and it just goes to show nothing is a crime because mass murder is allowed. I'm just telling you what they're saying. I'm not saying that nothing is a crime. Of course things are a crime. I mean, crimes are a crime. That's the truth. You can't change that. But the point is this. The law doesn't get to decide. It shouldn't get to decide what is a crime. I mean, politicians, they are mass murderers. They have to be punished. That's the way it is. That's the truth. Justice is based on truth. Justice is not based on any kind of law. Anybody can, in most cases, understand what the fuck justice is. They have lied. They have committed crimes against humanity. They have abandoned human rights. The politicians here in Norway, they are guilty of a whole lot of shit if you start digging, and you don't have to dig that hard that deep, because you see advertisements for the end of the world on TV. They're advertising for meat, and they're making it healthy. They're making it look healthy, and making it look like it's the fucking greatest thing that ever happened. The greatest invention of man is meat. Yeah. So I'm just telling you, just stop for a moment, okay? Maybe you could just go back to eating meat in 100 years or something. Like right now on this planet, that's not what we need, okay? You love meat, it's great. Yeah, that's brilliant. This is the time for loving meat, right? Like, you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time, okay? And that makes you an asshole, okay? And your ass is basically mine. I'm gonna fuck your ass so bad. You don't even know what I'm talking about, okay? You'll find out though. I'm gonna get up there, okay? This is the word that Jesus is saying on the cross. It's stop, okay? Stop the fuck. What the fuck are you fucking doing, man? Okay? Stop it. Okay, it goes for many things. Stop psychiatry, stop religion, stop meat eating, and stop hating hate. Art and truth is not a threat. Art and truth is the solution. Stop hating hate. You're an asshole. Stop fucking hating hate. It's this word, S-T-O-P. Stop. Okay? So, that was it. I've just got 15 more pages or something. 15 more sheets, which is ridiculous. This video is just gonna kill you, man. You're gonna die. And I'm just making sure that happens, okay? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, this is just the English translation of my surname, okay? My name is Johansen in Norwegian, Johansen in English. That's my surname. And it's 3 words in Norwegian, Johansen. And it means, yes, he late. So, yes, I am late, okay? I am 2,000 years after Jesus. And I was here already in 2005, but, I had to take a break because everybody hates the Messiah. So, I'm 10 years behind schedule right now. So, yes, he late. That's me. I'm late, okay? And my first name is Anders, and the word "and" means second. It just means that I'm the second one. Like, I'm after Jesus, okay? And I'm late. Yes, he late. And ERS, it's like a Norwegian word for yuck, okay? I was born with my ass first, like being intended for an important chair, okay? So, yeah. And also the word yuck, yuck, like it's disgusting, It means that, I think that it's disgusting that I am delayed because of people hating hate and people thinking that being the Messiah is a sin or a disease, okay? In my view, people, if you don't think you're the Messiah, you should be ashamed, because it means you're an asshole. You're convinced that you're not the Messiah, and the reason for that is obvious. You're an asshole. If you don't think that you're the Messiah, you're an asshole. Okay? Now that's a sickness in itself. It means you're fucking insane if you don't think you're the Messiah. So that's the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's my first name. It just means I'm second, okay? I'm number 2. Like I said, I was here. I just have to fix these glasses. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This is a little bit of a thing here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was, in 2005, I wrote from the date 050505, I wrote 3,500 poems, and they were in Norwegian and in English. And I cursed so much in those poems, like it was mostly like swearing and cursing. So, I got into a little bit of thing there that I just, erased all of those poems because society didn't deserve those poems. The society didn't want those four-letter words. They didn't know that I was interpreting the crucifixion of Jesus. So, they didn't interpret shit, man. So, anyway, I had some words there, basically 3 words in Swedish that I just repeated through a lot of those 3,500 poems. And those 3 words in English, in Swedish, were jag inte någonting. Okay, it means, just to translate for you that are not like Scandinavian, those 3 words mean hunt nothing, or don't hunt anything. Okay, it means don't hunt anything, and I said that in Swedish. Okay, and that was in 2005, and that sentence also means I am nothing. Like it's like God saying that I am nothing. Like I believe in justice, and I'm gonna fuck you over if you hunt someone. And they did hunt someone. Like, of course they did. That's the only thing that people believe in, is hunting the individual and criminalizing the individual. That's like a religion around here, okay? Whereas organized crime goes unpunished. Never mind that. So the sentence is this: jag inte någonting, and that's actually, it's something about Dan Park, who is an artist in Sweden. Okay, I'm just getting up Sweden's ass real hard right now, so sorry about that. But jag inte någonting. You see, the name of Dan Park, it fits with these first 2 words. That's a 3-letter word, which is the same as Dan, and then there's a 4-letter word, okay, which is park, and you replace those 2 words, and that's the same. So the key here is what you're replacing, and then you get the sentence jag inte Dan Park, which is don't hunt Dan Park. Okay, you see that? Don't hunt Dan Park. That's what I said in 2005, but assholes, they don't want to interpret art, so they didn't understand what I was talking about, okay? And they did that. They hunted Dan Park. They've been hunting him now for around, I'm not sure when they started. It was probably around 2005. So I told them not to do it, and they did it, okay? And I'm back. I'm just a little bit like, I'm just smelling something, like I'm smelling a lot of shit right now, okay? Because the Messiah emerged on the date 050505. I don't know if you understand what that date is, but you see, I got this hand here, okay, hand of God. A hand has 5 fingers. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like the symbol for the hand of God, like I'm the hand of God, okay, the Messiah. The symbol for the Messiah is the number 5, okay, and I emerged with those poems on the date 050505, the 5th of May in 2005. And that's when I introduced this Swedish sentence into those poems. Jag inte någonting, don't hunt anything, okay? And if you start replacing the words, you get don't hunt Dan Park. I told them in 2005, and you're just like a retarded person, so you probably don't understand what it means when God sends the Messiah, which is the only Messiah that ever walked the earth, and then he comes and he just has 3,500 poems, and they're all in either Norwegian or English, and there's just one thing that's in Swedish, and it's this sentence right here, jag inte någonting, okay? And they did it, okay? They persecuted Dan Park over there for decades, and I don't even want to start communicating to you what the wrath of God is, because you're gonna know that, because I'm gonna come down in Sweden. You don't even want to know. You couldn't even imagine what I'm talking about, because I'm coming here now, and it's been 10 years, and they have done nothing other than persecuting Denmark in fucking Sweden. So I don't want to spend time in this video just explaining, like, I couldn't communicate through a video how pissed that somebody, I don't know who would be pissed, but somebody is fucking pissed at what the Swedes did to Denmark. Okay, so unfortunately the video is, as a medium, is not kind of suitable for expressing that kind of thing, which is why you need written text. I got a book that's 808 pages, 808 A4 pages, that is mostly about Denmark. So I'm just gonna come down a little bit hard on Sweden, okay? I'm wearing this boxer now. It's like Björn Boig. I just want to remind everyone that, you know, this is Norwegian and my boxer is Swedish. So, you know, you that are, you know, not from Scandinavia or Europe, I'm just explaining, like, I'm a Norwegian. Norway is kind of here, and then we have Sweden here, okay? I have these Björn Borg boxers. So Norway is a country that's next to Sweden, and Denmark is an artist in Sweden. I'm a Norwegian, so I'm not Swedish, and I'm proud to say that I'm not Swedish, okay? Because this is not the time to be Swedish. So anyway, I guess that's basically it. I see from these notes that I'm supposed to say something more about Denmark. You know, like, the moment you start talking, like, in favor of Denmark, you get crucified yourself, which is probably the reason why nobody dared. Like, there's just one guy who's called Beaks or something. Like, he's the only one that kind of stood up for Denmark or freedom of speech. So nobody wanted to do that, because if you start defending Denmark, you get, you know, all of those anti-racists, and they will assault you physically. The police will harass you, they'll interrogate you, society will hate you, you know, the entire world will become a big prison, and you're just basically in prison for life, labeled a Nazi and everything, okay? So that's what happens if you start supporting Denmark or something. Like, I'm just telling you, like, all of you, like, you're probably a vegan or something, because you're probably insane, you're completely gone off the planet watching this. So if you're a vegan, like, you wouldn't want to support Denmark at all, because he's like a vegan or something. Like, he's just calling the media just Nazis and stuff, and they just called him a Nazi in order to avoid being called a Nazi. So never mind that. I'm not saying that Denmark is vegan, like, it could be anything. Like, he didn't explain that. Like, he said something about, like, yeah, World War II is nothing compared to what we do to animals today, or what we did to Jews is nothing compared to what we were doing here towards animals today. He said something like that. You know, like, you could check it out online. Like, you Google vegan and Denmark or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, he could be vegan. I'm not sure, actually. I wouldn't be interested. Like, I'm not vegan myself. Like, you can't be vegan because basically means you're insane, or it could mean that you're Nazi. In Sweden, it means you're Nazi, okay? So anyway, I mean, if you as a vegan start calling people Nazis, you become labeled a Nazi. It's just like a thing. It's called a projection within the science of psychology. You call it like a projection. You're just like a childish little person. Just, oh, you're calling me a Nazi? No, I want to call you a Nazi. Okay, that's what they did in Sweden, and they did that. They did it, you know, for many years now, and they never stopped, because they just interrogated Denmark now in July. And they had to just drop that charge that they were trying to establish, because I guess they were just trying to harass him, okay? Police harassment. interrogations, just pretending that they're gonna sue him when they can't do it, okay? So it's just a lovely world for Dan Park these days. Anyway, this is the date that I emerged, the Messiah emerged on earth on this date. The hand of God, represented by the number 5, emerged on this date, 050505. Okay? And the birthday, apparently, I don't know, it sounds silly, but the birthday of Dan Park, according to Wikipedia, is the 4th of May. It's a little bit strange because that's the day before I emerged. I emerged on the 5th of May and Dan Park is born on the 4th. It's a little bit strange. What's also strange is that the number 4 there is the only number that has a cross. If you look at a keyboard on a computer or something, you'll see that the number 4 is the only number that contains a cross, so it means crucifixion. So Dan Park's birthday means crucify May, okay? May crucify. They thought that they may crucify Dan Park, and that's what his date of birth means. I'm just saying the 4th of May is Dan Park's birthday, okay? And like, I don't know how to explain this even, but you know, people will think that you're superstitious if you believe in heroes, but I do believe in heroes, and I didn't do that before I became the Messiah, but now I see that there is such a thing as heroes. And you know, the greatest superhero, according to God, like according to the God motherfucker, okay? The greatest superhero on earth is Petter Northug Jr. And you see, what Jr. did is that he gave Dan Park a birthday present. I mean, you probably don't even know who Petter Northug Jr. is, but he's a Norwegian cross-country skier that's known for hating the Swedes. You know, if you want, like, if you absolutely need to know, he hates the Swedes, and he does that like a little bit like a clown. You know, people they just think it's like me. That people think I'm kidding when I'm saying I'm the Messiah, and also people think that Petter Northug Jr. is kidding when he hates Swedes, but no, because Petter Northug Jr. he produced a work of art on this day, on the birthday of Dan Park, on the 4th of May in 2014. Petter Northug Jr. He produced a work of art. He did it drunk driving across a roundabout, okay, and he was crucified for that by society with that law right there. So I'll be getting back to that because I wrote 6 or 7 books about Junior, okay? So it's a funny name, isn't it? But anyway, that was a birthday present. So Junior is the superhero that entered into the atmosphere from deep space in order to defend Dan Park. And he did that as the god Thor, carrying the hammer of Thor, okay? So that happened, it happened this year actually, during the World Championships of cross-country skiing in Sweden, where Petter Northug Jr. took 4 gold, like it could have been, like, I'm not sure if it was like 4 gold medals, it could have been 4 gold medals, it probably wasn't, okay? So anyway, I just want to say something about like people that think, oh yeah, he's kidding, he's funny, he just found some kind of funny connection. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm just gonna stuff that date of the work of art that Junior produced up your ass. I'm gonna stuff it so far up your ass you can't ever get it out of there. Okay, this is the date that Junior produced his work of art. That is a way of supporting Dan Park. So he produced it stunt driving or whatever, he did it drunk driving across the roundabout, and it was on the date the 4th of May 2014. And you're not aware of this right now, but I'm just telling you that I sum up dates. That's what I do with dates. I just take the number 4 plus 5 plus 14 and I get 23. And that's a counting number, you see, it's 2, 3, and the next number is 4. So the number 23 actually stands for number 4. So it's the 4th of May, and when you sum it up, you get the number 4. It's a reference to Dan Park that is born on the 4th of May, okay? So it's all about crucifixion. The number 4 stands for crucified. 4 May means crucify May, okay? I'm even starting to rhyme, that's good. And so that's it. You'll just be learning more about these interpretations of dates and numbers as we go. I mean, if you want to watch more of this shit that I'm doing here. So I'm just showing you right now what I mean. Like, this is the number 4. It's got, the number 4 has got a cross right there. Okay? And I just wrote, I didn't know what I was doing when I drew this, but you see that it's a kind of swastika thing. So Dan Park, he used this swastika symbol in his art, and they called him a Nazi and stuff. So I'm just saying that, you know, it's no big deal that a person born on the 4th of May produces art with this kind of thing, a cross or a swastika, okay? People should have some kind of understanding that he is meant to do that. That is kind of his destiny. That's Dan Park, okay? So maybe just try to respect artists a little bit more, and just maybe not incriminate artists without interpreting their art and stuff. Maybe not use kind of incrimination of artists as a defense mechanism to continue Nazism and racism and mass murder in the form of meat industry and offing the earth and everything, okay? So here we go. I'm just gonna, like, I don't want to impress people, because, well, that's not what I want to do. I just want to have a bit of fun. Whatever is fun, that's what I want to do. So right now, as I can see from this sheet, what I think is fun is to talk a little bit about Jesus. You see Jesus on the cross, he got his hands there, and he nailed his feet on top of each other. And when you nail your feet on top of each other, you basically have the number 5 on top of the number 5, which basically just unites those two numbers into one number. Like if you have two number 5s and they are, one is in front of the other, it just looks like one number 5. So you got the number 5 there, you got the number 5 there, and you got it there. That's both of his hands and his feet together. That is the date 050505, okay? So Jesus was telling everyone the date when the real Messiah would emerge, and that is on the date 050505. Of course, I mean, anybody knows that I'm kidding, okay? I'm kidding. You don't have to take this seriously, but I'm just saying that you could interpret the crucifixion of Jesus as 3 5s. He nailed the number 5 3 times. You nailed it, okay? I'm just saying, Jesus, he nailed something or other. And I'm just gonna kid around a little bit right now because I'm dressed up as a clown. It just means I just have to do what clowns do. So, I'm just gonna give you some homework right now, okay? Like retarded people, they tend to maybe need a little bit of time processing things. So just tell me, like, don't even tell me because I don't want to hear from you because you're an asshole. But just think about as a homework if you can find 3 5s, like the number 5 or something, like in Jesus, like the name that I'm just holding this thing. It's like, yeah. I don't know if you see, maybe I'll just hold it a little bit closer there. Yeah, Jesus, yeah, that's great. Yeah, just see if you can see 3 5s there, okay, thank you. I don't know if there are 3 5s, it could be. Probably wouldn't be, like statistically speaking, that wouldn't happen. Like he wouldn't be saying the number 5 3 times on the cross and then also in his name. That's a joke. I mean, he must have been a comedian too. I mean, that would be ridiculous because that sort of thing doesn't happen. Okay, it's not like Jesus was a joker. He wasn't kidding. He was probably very serious. Okay, so but you know somebody may be joking because. I think maybe you could find like the number 5 3 times also in the word Messiah. I don't know. Did I underline something there? I don't know. Like that's a homework for you as well. Okay, just write the word Messiah and just check if you could find the number 5, maybe 3 times or something. Okay. Yeah, that's just your homework. It's just a joke, okay? Somebody's kidding, okay? I don't know who would be kidding that controls like the language or something, but somebody might be kidding. It could be a joke. It's like there's a country in the world that's kind of responsible for offing the earth, like making technology into something cool and just promoting vaccination, modern medicine, wars, war industry, oil industry, air pollution. It's like one country that's really, that kind of sucks, in my opinion. It's this country, the US. I don't even want to just, I'm not saying that I hate the US. I mean, there's probably a lot of great things about the US, but there's also a lot of shit about the US, and I'm just saying that US, I mean, people in the US, they think that they are kind of up front. They are the greatest. They are God's invention, and everything else is just a disaster or a kind of a mistake in the universe. The only good thing that happened in the universe was the United States and fucking America. And they think they're on the top of the world, okay? So this is a kind of message to you people in the US that U is the 21st letter of the alphabet and the S just looks to me like the number 5. And it's just saying that the Messiah will emerge in the 5th year of the 21st. Does it say that? Yeah. The 21st century. I don't know what century that is, but it's like the number 5 and the 21st century. So, I'll be fucking, you Americans real good later, like real deep up your ass. You don't even want to know what I got coming for you when it comes to interpreting stuff like this. Never mind, okay? So, it's not like I hate US. US is good, but the US is also a bunch of assholes. So here's the date, 9/11, 9/11/01. If you sum up that date, you get something like it could be 21 or something. I don't know. I didn't do like the math that seriously. I could have made a mistake. It may not be. It seems like a countdown to me, like 2, 1, and then something happens. There's other people around the earth that have this kind of marking, like 2021, like United States of America. That's 21 letters. Not that you need to know. Of course, you don't need to know. I mean, but I'm just saying that some things in the world are marked by the number 21. 21 means countdown, 2, 1, and then something happens. Okay. I don't want to even get into like Islamic State. It's also marked by 21. You can just check it out, like the Arabic name of Islamic State. If you count the hyphen, it's 21 letters, and Islamic State is the English name is 12 letters. But since they're assholes, you have to turn that around, so it's not 12 because they're assholes. You actually get to do stuff like that, play around. Especially if you're a clown, you get to play around when you're interpreting, and you get to turn the number 12 around. It just becomes the number 21, and the leader of this IS organization is I don't give a shit what the fuck the motherfucker is called, but his name is basically A B. It's the first letter of the alphabet and the second one and the first and the second. A, B, A, B, it's basically just 1, 2. 1, 2. And if you just turn that around, you get 21, 21. And you're allowed, when you're dealing with assholes, of course, you're allowed to turn things upside down because that's what assholes do. I'm just saying, like, some things are marked by the number 21. So, IS is also marked by the number 21. It just means that there's a countdown going on for IS. Something's gonna happen down there. And they are marked by God, kind of. Like, I don't usually use the word God. Like, when I write books, I say the God motherfucker, okay? And I'm like the Messiah or the Messiah motherfucker. But anyway, that's us. Like, that's me and God. Like, when we're just a little bit more playful. Like, when we write books, we just get around a hell of a lot, you know? Not that we want to just destroy religion or anything by playing around and not being like a demonic force of death, but like trying to respect life or something. No. Or it could be, like, you'd have to interpret, okay? So anyway, like, what I'm just saying is that technically my mission here is to end all religion on earth, and I just need to do 2 things to achieve that. You probably never thought about it. I just need to prove that I'm the Messiah, and I just have to be a clown, and that basically ends a hell of a lot of stuff. It just ends the holiness of that book. It ends religion. It practically ends psychiatry, and we're just gonna end psychiatry anyway. I don't need an excuse to end psychiatry, okay? Anyway, that's how it is. I just need to be a clown. I just need to prove that I'm the Messiah, and I will prove it to you. I don't even have to brag about it, but the evidence is so vast and so comprehensive that you'll be either laughing or you'll just be crying, because you'll just understand that, oh my God, actually God did send this person, and that's fucking insane. I mean, why would God send a person at such a time of need? I could tell you right now if you want to, because somebody has to tell you, since you're a retarded kind of asshole. So, you see, God has this religion that is not like human religion. It's a religion of heroes. So, in order to respect heroes, God, he couldn't emerge until there was a need, okay? So that's why you never heard from God, because God, he couldn't emerge until there was a need, because that's what heroes do. So I'm just saying, heroes, that's people like Petter Northug Jr. that just perform when it matters the most. And I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at now. I'm looking at this V for Vendetta movie. Probably heard about it. I don't know why the God motherfucker wants me to mention this, but he wants me to explain to you that this Guy Fawkes guy in V for Vendetta, you know, that actually happened on the date the 11th of November in 1605. And it's this date. I've just written it up in American format, because Americans, they think they're kind of on the top of the world, and they'll just get insulted and stuff if I don't write it in American date format. So I don't want to, you know, get the entire American war industry up my ass or something, so I just wrote it like right there. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, it's the number 21 or something. It could be something else than 21. Like, you never know, okay? Remember the 5th of November? I'm just saying that maybe people should start interpreting or just listening to someone about stuff, because, you know, blowing up the parliament in a kind of more literal, illiteral, or whatever, in a metaphorical sense, That's what a democracy is all about, and I just want you all to know that. And this number 21, like, it could mean that the parliament is actually gonna blow up, and I'm gonna blow it up because they're mass murderers, and I just blew it up right now, saying that they're mass murderers, okay? That's what he does in the movie, and he uses some kind of fertilizer, like subsidizing the meat industry as a form of fertilization, like you're fertilizing the meat industry. I wouldn't know, okay? So forget it. Let's just talk about something else, okay? Like right now, people on this planet, they are obsessed with these things. Smileys? Yeah, you're just putting a smile up your ass, in your face, all social media, whatever. When you write text messages, yeah, it's just a sign that the Messiah is coming now as a clown, this kind of clown. Okay, so I'm just saying sometimes things are related to the Messiah, like many things in history may be related, but you just never interpreted it. And right now what we have here is a phone call from God, and I just want to explain to you, I'm not saying that this is what it seems, but I'm just saying that it seems like something. So, you got like an iPhone 5 right now, right? Am I right? Because what that means is I, and the I there is God. iPhone 5. Okay, iPhone at 5, like at 5 o'clock, or in the year 5, as in the date of 50505, okay? That's what it means, and if I'm correct, you have this kind of phone right now, okay? Or you're one of those assholes that respect technology over life and the future, and you have purchased yourself an iPhone 6, okay? And that's just another way of saying 6 it just means 21, because if you count to 6 you get 21. Like if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, you get 21. So what we have here right now, when I'm publishing this, we have this situation, iPhone 5 and we've got iPhone 6. And what it says is that the Messiah actually emerged in the 5th year of the 21st century. And you can also do the counting on the number 5, which yields the number 15. And the number 15 is the sum of the date 050505. Like you can play around with these numbers just like you're playing around on your mobile. You like to play around, I get it. And I can do that with these numbers or the names of your phones. Just to remind you that I am come, okay? I just wanted to say that. That's my message here at the end. Of course, I know that this is superstitious, this is ridiculous. I'm just making it into something that it probably isn't. So, and like I say, I have 20 books or something of just pure crap shit, which is probably just all a coincidence. But I just want the whole world right now to just understand one thing, and it's this thing, okay? It says Dan Park, and it's got 2 lines underneath. Dan Park is not the problem, Dan Park is the solution, okay? He is the correct answer. Dan Park, I'm just telling all of you artists out there, Dan Park, he ridiculed society, he ridiculed everybody for being Nazis, mass murderers and racists, because that's what it is when you mistreat animals and the planet. And I can interpret shit, and some of Dan Park's work I have a problem interpreting, but I don't have a problem interpreting that. So basically I'm the best kind of interpreter of art that the world has ever seen, and I've got this expanded, extended, whatever you want to call it. It's like a big concept of art. Like when I say art, I don't mean art. I mean art in a wider sense. But like somebody, I don't know who it would be, but somebody that's kind of my employer or something, like the God motherfucker, okay? The God motherfucker just wants me to say just one thing, just a tiny sentence to all of you, and it will be explained and detailed later. But according to the God motherfucker, okay, the greatest artist that ever walked this earth, yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Okay, you just you don't criminalize an artist without interpreting the art. They did that in Sweden. Okay, and they're gonna pay big. Okay, they're gonna pay big. Like I'm gonna take out my big dick and I'm gonna fuck them over. Okay, and I will never stop fucking them. So I'm just saying that to call people a Nazi, to call people mass murderers, to call them racists for loving their pets and hating pigs and cows, that's racism. To call people such things like Dan Park did, that's great. That's what we need today. We need the truth, and we need the truth communicated in a way that makes people think about it and makes people notice it and makes people understand it on an emotional level. Of course, art should communicate emotionally. Some blurry paintings, it doesn't communicate emotionally. If art is ever going to be allowed to communicate emotionally, artists have to be able to use such strong effects that Dan Park has been using, okay? So I'm just saying, maybe you should all look to Dan Park, start talking about Nazism, start placing, some Nazi symbols around. I don't want to just talk about placing it on the Swedish flag because the Swedes would probably get insulted, but my point is I'm just saying that the Swedes, they painted their own flag with a swastika. They did that themselves because they are now burning Dan Park's art. They are Nazis, okay? They hate art and they're burning his art, and they incriminated him for decades without interpreting his art. And they couldn't interpret shit. The only thing that the Gestapo police of Sweden interpreted is a book like that. They read that book. And they didn't give a shit what his art was about. They never interpreted the fact that he's vegan, and I'm not saying that art should be interpreted as a kind of intentional, conscious thing. Art can be interpreted in many ways. I'm just saying that the fact that Dan Park is vegan is a part of his art. It's not something that is not a part of his art. It actually is a part of his art. It's not hard for vegans. It's not hard. I'm just talking to you vegans out there. If you want to just, start a war on Sweden or something, go ahead. I'm just saying that they started a war in Sweden against all vegans because it's not allowed to call meat eaters a Nazi or a racist or a mouse murderer. That's fine by me. Personally, I don't give a shit what people do, okay? Because as a person, I don't give a shit. But as a clown and as the Messiah, I just tend to buttfuck people real hard when they do this kind of thing in a modern democracy, 2015. Okay, and they just keep doing it, and the entire country is doing it to Dan Park. The whole fucking nation of Sweden is doing it, okay? And they're stuffing their faces with animals, and they're calling him a Nazi. And they're calling him a racist. And they love their pets, they love their dogs and cats. But they hate pigs and cows. They're racist assholes, and they're hypocrites, okay? That's the Swedes. They're calling Dan Park the non-violent artist, the artist that is pioneering the use of non-violent methods to create peace and save the world. Okay, Dan Park, I'm just saying, Dan Park is a pioneer, and he should be given the Peace Prize. Like, you could give it to him and Petter Northug Jr. Together, because they joined forces, I'm just saying, if Dan Park doesn't get the Peace Prize, pretty soon I'm gonna become really pissed around here, okay? I'm just saying. I mean, you don't know what I'm talking about because a guy can't be pissed on YouTube. It's not possible to be pissed through a camera. Like, you can be pissed, but you just look like a fucking asshole that lost his mind, okay? So, but with a book, I can drag people along for hundreds of pages, crucifying them. Okay, I can do that. I can just nail people to the cross so hard that you don't even know what I'm talking about. So, this is a moment in history when artists need to ask themselves, do we stand for anything? And do we stand together, or is the artist just a whore for society? Are artists required to represent certain groups that are voiceless or that don't have a right to vote, such as animals, the planet, children, youths, and future generations? Do artists, do they even have the right to just play around with the idea that they are artists, to just pretend being an artist? Is that good enough? Does that make you an artist when you just play around with the idea that you're an artist? You're just massaging your pussy with some tarot card that says I'm the fucking artist around here, and you're just not doing anything other than massaging your pussy and just feeling good about being an artist, okay? That's not being an artist, okay? Dan Park, he is an artist, and he just took too much shit around there, okay? They fucked him over, they bent him over, they strapped him up, and the anti-racists, they assaulted him physically many times. The police, they interrogated him, they imprisoned him, they fined him, they did a whole lot of shit, and they never interpreted his art, okay? They just decided that he was a Nazi and a racist, but he wasn't, and anybody that looks into it will know that Dan Park is just an artist. He's not a racist, okay? Everybody knows that, if they have a brain. So, they did it to Dan Park, okay? And that's why I'm here, because I want to just say something about that in my next book or two, okay? So, there's something about heroes. In the case that I'm just saying something, I don't know if anybody understands, but if this planet is supposed to have a future, it has to start respecting heroes. Like, I'm not saying anything about me being the Messiah and that you're all just gonna start hating me for being the Messiah. And I wouldn't even dream of accusing you zombies of anything. You bloodthirsty zombies stuffing your faces with animals for fun. No, I wouldn't accuse you of anything because you crucified Jesus because he criticized your meat eating, and you created a religion called Christianity to cover up the fact that you crucified Jesus for being a vegan. So Jesus was a vegan. You did it 2,000 years ago, and you did it now to Dan Park. You did it again. And Jesus was laughing his ass off 2,000 years ago. That was God, and God is psychic. God was here 2,000 years ago. He was laughing his ass off because you crucified Dan Park. Now, 2,000 years later, it just means that the same thing is going on right now. It means that people are zombies. It means that people are the walking dead. They just kept on walking. They called it witch hunting. They called it Nazism. They called it whatever. They called it Christianity. It's the same sect of adult assholes and whores and priest-fucked demons from hell, anti-life racists, anti-life activists. They are assholes, and they just kept on walking. The Walking Dead, if you've seen that TV series. Whatever, I'm just saying the world is full of zombies and they'll just walk, they just keep on walking. They never stopped. Dan Park, he told them to park, stop. He said the same thing that Jesus said on the cross, okay? Stop, park it. Yeah. But the zombies, they just kept on walking, and for them, that meant that they had to crucify Dan Park, because the only thing that the zombies knew was to keep on walking. They are the walking dead. They hate life, that's all they do. Dan Park is alive. He is an artist. He is playing around like a child or an artist. It's the same thing as being alive. Of course you're allowed to play around and fool around. That's what he does. He's alive, and people say, oh, it's not allowed to be alive around here. It's not allowed to be an artist. Not allowed to criticize in a democracy. You should shut the fuck up. Don't call us Nazis. Don't call us mass murderers. No. But look at the politicians in Sweden. They're all mass murderers because they subsidize the meat industry, and that's like subsidizing tobacco. So, yeah. You know, Dan Park is the kind of person, as far as I can see, is a person that just, he values freedom of speech, and he thinks it's ridiculous that he's being incriminated for being an artist. And I think so too. And it's ridiculous because it's a fucking democracy and people need to know what they're voting for, and Dan Park is telling people what they're voting for. They're voting for mass murder, they're voting for Nazism, and they're voting for a form of racism. You love your pets, you love to eat cows and pigs. It tastes great. If you'd said that about dogs and cats, you know, you would have hated yourself for saying that, because you would never say that. That's racism. It's a form of racism. You don't even understand what racism is because you're stuffing your face with animals and you're calling Dan Park a racist. Look at you, you got blood dripping from your mouth and you're calling Dan Park a racist. You're a fucking asshole. You're the ugliest piece of whorefuck, priestfuck, demonized scumbag that ever walked this earth. And guess what? I'm the Messiah now. You see, you're no longer the Messiah. You've been dethroned. I'm gonna fuck your ass and I'm gonna fuck you like you fucking paid for it, man. I'm gonna fuck you like a whore that paid to be fucked. And the only thing that I need to say now is to you Swedes, fuck you, fuck you.